Okay, here we'll look at Python comments. So when we're writing code, we're trying to figure out complicated logic. And so in addition to having the actual code, we also include something called comment. So this is sometimes to our future forgetful self to help us understand what we were thinking. But more commonly, we're working on writing code in a bigger group. And so it allows our collaborators who are maybe maintaining or relying on the code to understand some of the logic that might not be clear just from reading the code. To actually do that, we use in Python this hash. You can see I can put it above a line of code or like essentially on its own line. Anything after that hash is treated just as text for the comment, or we can end a line with it. So I can add it after, say, a print statement there. We also can do multi-line comments. A common way to do multi-line comments is to just have a hash in front of every line of text. Another way is to use what Python interprets essentially as a special character, which is 3 quotes in a row. And then anything between those 2 lines is going to be treated as a comment. Let's check that out. I'll open a Jupyter notebook, click on my workspace, open workspace. Okay, so I can say something like print 3 plus 4, and then I can run that, and it gives me 7. If I put that hash in front of it, that turns it into a comment. You can see the color of it changes, and if I run it, now nothing happens. So you can see the green there and the purples, and it works again, comment it out. It doesn't run. Sometimes people will use this in debugging to try and figure out like, oh, which of these lines of code isn't working quite like I think it should. So sometimes a process of elimination is helpful. You can also use make multi-line comments. It uses that specific sequence of 3 double quotes. And then anything I put in here, say I put print 3 plus 4, that's not going to get executed and stored. So it is making that string with, you can see the new line character there. But ultimately, if this was a comment over my actual code, I wouldn't see that because I would only see that last output. So this is a string. I even could say X is equal to that string. And then later I could print X. But because and you can see that's actual text, not the code, right? Because it's a comment. So the big picture is you can always use that hash in front of multiple lines to create a multi-line comment. You can also do something like this with the 3 double quotes. And then anything that you put in between is just going to get ignored and treated like a comment. And the one weird thing is in our notebook environment, if we run only that comment, it's going to show us what that string is, because technically it is a string. Just normally we're putting that comment in a place where it's not getting printed out. So what's happening there is actually similar to if I say 3 plus 4 here, it just by default prints it out. The notebook environment is a little bit weird in that way. Okay, big picture, 3 double quotes surrounding multi-line ones, or just use those hash. Okay, let me clean this up and we'll look at expressions versus statements. Okay, so there I use the scissors to get rid of some of the old code. So an expression is just anything that evaluates to a value. So something like 3 times 4 plus 7, that evaluates to the value 19. I can print that out. Like here, what I'm printing out is the expression 3 times 4 plus 7. Okay, so this is an expression. What we're going to look at is different statements. Okay, so statements often have an expression in them. For example, here I'm going to say, y, or value equals 3 times 4 plus 7. Okay, I think it's important to note that when I just run 3 times 4 plus 7, the notebook is going to show me the output or like the answer or the value of that expression. But here, if I execute a assignment statement, it's not going to automatically show me the value of value. I could type value here, or I could type print value, and then I get to see it. Okay, so a statement has in it an expression, or this assignment statement has in it an expression. So this one we would call an assignment statement. And here, this one we would call also a statement, but it's a function call. So the key piece is that those expressions are the ones that are just a value, so not assigning a value to a variable.